Hello everybody, this is Mo, and this is Mo Chat. Today is September the 7th, 2016. It is just after 5 in the afternoon, and I am getting ready to go to Zumba. Now, this video is a little bit of Mo's opinion time, and I want to talk to you about menopause. Now, a lot of the women that watch my channel, I know some of you are close to the age of 50, or maybe you're a little bit older, or you already know what I'm talking about when I say menopause. Lots of women know this. What I want to talk to today is the things that are neglected. When you start dealing with menopause, you tend to get into such a state of unhappiness, you might say. Okay, when you turn 50, just turning 50 is enough to get your depressive mood on, okay? I mean, when I turned 50, I was a little bit afraid of that. And turning 50 to me was quite shocking, because I've had a hard life, and I never really thought that I would make it to 50. I figured I'd be gone already. But when 50 came and gone, and now I am 51 this year, it's amazing that I am going on. I continue to go on. And I think one of the reasons why I continue to be a fighter is I try to take care of myself. You know, being a woman in this day and age is a whole lot easier than what it used to be. Okay, years ago, women had it way hard. We, living in the time that we live in today, we have it very fortunate. Okay, we are lucky to have the things that we have, and the abilities to do things that women back in the early 1900s were not able to do. You know, when you turn 50 and you begin to experience things like menopause, and your children growing up and they're moving away, you tend to begin to neglect yourself. Okay, you stop doing things for you, and now you spend a lot of time worrying about your kids that are moving out, and you're worrying about, everything going on around you, and then this menopause hits, and then you start feeling, I'm not good anymore, I don't feel needed anymore, and you start worrying about things that you never really thought about before. But here's the thing. When you start experiencing the stuff that goes on with menopause, and all women know what I'm talking about, you need to remember some very important things. Okay? First of all, let's just take a quick look at my board. My board right here, it says disclaimer. It also says not sponsored. Okay, I am not a doctor. I'm not a woman psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I've never been licensed as one, and I don't want to be. Okay, what I do is I simply voice my experience, my thoughts, my opinions, and things that I find online, and I share it with people. Because going to the doctor these days is outrageous, right? Insurance cost is outrageous. I mean, if you're careful and smart, you can find people to talk to that may help you, and they won't charge you an arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there are websites online that are specifically made for women suffering with menopause. There's all kinds of information out there, and it's free. Do you know you can even go to the doctor's office and get free information about menopause? Ask them. They have flyers on it. Ask them. You can get that. Okay? So I'm just telling you, You don't have to spend a fortune to get advice or information on how to deal with things. So I'm going to tell you some of the things I do that helps me deal with menopause. Okay. When I first started having menopause, I had very serious depressive thoughts. I became very moody and just irritable all the time. Well, one day I was just feeling that bad, a couple of years ago. And I threw on my tennis shoes and I just walked out of the house. And I walked, and I walked, and I walked. I probably walked 4 miles in that day, which I had not walked that far in a long time. But you know what? When I got done with that walk, even though I had a couple of hot flashes doing it, when I got done with that walk, my body felt such a weight lifted. You know why? Because I was taking deep breaths. I was letting all that anger out. I was letting that mood pass me by. I was shaking it off. And I did that. And ever since then, I have walked every day. I try to walk every single day to increase my heart rate, to take care of my heart, to keep it strong, to work my muscles and my legs. I am not going to tell you that you need to get out there and walk 4 miles every day. I'm not going to do that. Don't do that, because if you're not able to do that, then maybe you need to work up to it or something, or just do a mile a day or whatever you want to do. Do not go and do something just because somebody tells you to. You need to work on your own level. I have found that out. It is better just to take it easy at first, do it on your own level, do what you feel comfortable with, and work up to your goal. That's what I did, and that's how I have managed with menopause. I have walked it off. Also, another thing was depression. I found out that menopause caused my depression to be even greater. So I decided it is better for me to not dwell on things that trigger my depression. So I turned off the television. I said, I'm not going to watch any more of that horrible stuff. All they put on the news these days is horrible stuff. So I tried to get away from that a little bit. I only watch it a little bit every day. And if I start to feel like I'm getting depressed, I turn it off. I do something else. I laugh. I exercise. I go to Zumba. If you are just now watching my videos, you may not know what Zumba is. But Zumba is a form of exercise. It has to do with dancing. Lots of women find it fun and entertaining, and it exercises you. It works out your arms, your legs, and when you get done, you feel good because you're happy. All of those tensions that are locked up inside of you, dealing with menopause and worrying about it and being upset about it, all that tension, you can release it because you're not thinking about that. When you're doing Zumba, you're thinking about the steps and having a good time and smiling with your friends. That is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Is find things to make yourself happy. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Another thing I've found is that I don't care what people think about what I wear. See this white t-shirt? I wear a white t-shirt, loud pink tights, pink shorts, purple socks, and I put my hair up. I may look absolutely crazy, but you know what? I look crazy and I'm having fun. And that's what's most important, is if it feels good to you, do it. If that's what feels good to you, then do it. And if it don't feel good, don't do it. Simple as that. Problem solved. Another thing that I do a lot of is I like to take care of myself. Wearing lipstick, I think, is one of the most important things a woman can do. After the age of 50, you want to continue to look good, put your lipstick on every morning. I put mine on 2 or 3 times a day. Ta-da! And when I do that, I feel empowered. I feel bold and beautiful. And it don't matter what kind of lipstick it is. Your favorite color is what's important. It doesn't matter who made it. It's your favorite color. You wear it. This is Mo's opinion time. Even if you have menopause, there are ways to get by that. There are ways to survive it. There are ways to get around it. Don't trust what everybody says. Look it up for yourself. Get online. Look it up. Find ways to deal with it that don't involve so much medicine. I believe menopause is a natural thing that is going to happen to all women, but there are better ways to deal with it. Find things to do that takes your mind off of it. Have a great evening. I'm going to Zumba. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.